Hello, everybody. Today is Monday, November 27th. It's 3:28 p.m. Eastern Time. It's about 30 minutes before the regular session close. On my left, in real time, is the E-mini S&P trading at 2601 and a quarter. Have a really great video for you today. On the DAX, I took our 14 Super chart and I increased the daily goal to $5,000. I observed from many charts, many winning days in hitting its goal, that there were many swings that were left that were potential winning trades, and so I simply increased the profit target to 5,000 instead of 2,000 that we had, and I increased the loss limit only $750. So it was 2,000 and 1,500, and I went to 5,000 and 2,250. And would you know it, the first day I tried this, we hit our goal of $5,000 with 2 ticks positive slippage. Now, what I haven't shown before on the DAX is that we are actually using parabolic filter for exit. This first trade here, well, not the first trade, there was actually quite a drawdown here, probably about $1,200 or so we drew down, and then we came back strong. But this first trade was stopped out as I have a relatively tight trailing stop here at 25 bars. We're trailing by 1 bar and 5 ticks. So you'd exit, if you were long, you'd exit at the low of 1 bar ago minus 5 ticks. And that's what happened here. The parabolic filter would exit here. So in any case, this performance was really surprising, and it came about as a client of mine, we were talking about the auto trader and trading the DAX, and you know, he posed the question, what if we raised the targets? And we just started messing around with some charts. So I thought I would do that on my own setup today, and it played out really well. The Super 14 tick, the regular 14 tick, also hit its goal. I'm going to show that in a second. The parabolic exit here I set a little wider than the one that we've been showing all along, but I think we could maybe even do without it altogether. Okay, so here's our DAX template that I've been showing all along, except this time I'm showing the parabolic filter. It's always been there, but I just wasn't showing it. So the settings on this one is I have the parabolic exit mode activated, as you can see here, and the sensitivity for exit is 2. So here's a trade that probably, I don't know if this got stopped out or if it's the parabolic exit, but in any case, this hit its goal at 2,000, and on the chart that went to 5,000, we can see the trades went, it caught this swing here. You can see these swings at time of day, so it caught these additional swings, and it was this trade here that actually brought us to our $5,000 goal. So the 2,000 goal was hit here. The other chart with the larger goal simply took another swing. That's all there is to it. But point is the auto trader on the DAX is just been very impressive, not just now, but for a very long time, probably since the inception of our videos. If you go back a year or 2 years on our videos, you'll see the DAX as well. Okay, I wanted to bring this chart over because this is in the midst of a live trade. This is the E-mini S&P on a 1597 Heikin-Ashi tick chart, and we have a closed P&L of 625, and we're open P&L of about 200 or so. And here is the open trade, was this long position here. We're long at 25.9950, and the market is trading at 150, so we're up about 2 points. Hoping that the market will, the E-mini S&P will come up to the upside and test this level here. It was been kind of a consolidation at this 01 price level for an hour and a half or so now, and this It's tried to break out several times. We got a lower high here, but it's holding support here with a tick below. So this could go either way, but I think it's going to go to the upside. And if it does, we'll have a really excellent profit here. Right now, it's 800 for the day. So that's quite a lot for the E-mini S&P on 2 contracts. Okay, the bonds on the 377 tick line break chart has also been a very consistent performer. Many of these charts that I'm showing, I haven't optimized or tweaked. I made settings that make sense and are consistent, but if you actually have a license for the auto trader, I would take these charts and I would really fine tune them. I'm not doing that because I'm trying not to show over optimized and overdone settings. I'm just showing what the auto trader is capable of just with some basic settings that make sense, but this could probably be improved. As you see, instead of being trail stopped out sooner here, we gave quite a bit back, but this still did really good because it hit its goal, probably had some slippage at the end here. The goal is 1,000, but this chart has shown quite a bit consistency-wise. Okay, next up is the crude oil on the Super Renko 14 tick, and this just had a single long trade and did 820 for the day, very respectable. The gold contract on the Super Renko 14 tick had 3 trades, 2 winners and 1 loser. Our equity high was about 1,200, but we closed at 1,000 here for the day. Quite good. Super Renko 14 tick seems to be a good size for a number of markets as it has fewer swings and you tend to get the runners, as you can see here. Okay, next up is the mid cap on a Super Renko 6 tick chart, and this did 980 for the day. The profit goal on this one is 1,000. So I suspect we entered a market order here, and it looks like we had some slippage on the second contract exit. So this mid-cap contract, I believe, similar volatility to the DAX, not exactly the same, but you can see the swings here. It has some pretty good swings. Okay, the bonds on a 150 tick Heikin-Ashi chart did 937.50 today. I'm guessing we had $1,000 goal here, and indeed we did. And there was 2 trades here, so it obviously had a little bit of slippage here on 2 contracts with our market order at the end of trading, but 2 winning trades and $1,000 in the bonds. Okay, the E-mini S&P on a Precision Renko chart in a live trade. Our closed P&L is $500 on 2 contracts, and we're up just a point or so on this trade. And as stated, hopefully this will break out to the upside. We missed getting filled by literally a tick on our first target. It was just shy of a tick, but from the looks of this, I think this is going to resolve to the upside at the market close, which is just about 20 minutes from now. Next up is the DAX on a regular 150 tick chart, and this did 525 for the day, a modest gain, drew down about the same amount as the profit, about $400, and then came back. And this did so late in the day. Okay, next up is the DAX 150 tick chart. This drew down about $700. We had a couple of losers and then a winner here. This long probably didn't get filled on our limit order. And then we came back with this winning trade. So still on the plus side of the ledger at 5.25, $525 for the day. Okay, next up is the NASDAQ on a Super Renko 10 tick. We drew down only about $250 or so, and then we came back and we managed $495 for the day on 2 contracts. Okay, very modest gain on the Super Renko 4 tick with the other time frame background, and this did 125 for the day. I'm only showing this because it's been so consistent. There's a number of other charts that have some small profits, like $100 or so. I'm not going to bother showing them because the video has been quite long. So that's it for today's video. I want to come back to the DAX and incredible performance from this DAX chart. That's all for today's video. If you would like to find out more, please please visit our website, have a look around, or send us an email to systems@bluewavetrading.com. Thanks for watching today.